What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point. Please hit the like when you come in here. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. And salute to all the people that rock with me. I'm waiting for some people to get in here and then we'll go ahead. We'll talk about the situation real quick. I hope everybody's feeling all right. We got Super Bowl weekend. Big weekend happening. We definitely gonna cook on this. I'll give it about another minute or two. I'm not gonna keep y'all too long, but I did want to talk about these two stories right here. Um, get my thoughts on it, man. What's up, Eric? I see you in here, man. How you doing, bro? All right, now the Miami Dolphins wideout, um, star wideout, uh, Tyreek Hill. um, he has stated that he doesn't want to live. He doesn't want to live. He doesn't want to leave Miami. He loves it in Miami, and he's gonna stay there. Now, as you know, just this past season, Tyreek Hill had his fair share of problems. Um, Most recently, before the season had ended, in which he had checked himself out of the game, um, and basically quit on the team, and it raised a lot of questions about Tyreek Hill and about him wanting to be there in Miami, and then of course in the locker room after the game, he was basically saying that he didn't know whether he wanted to be there in Miami or not. Well, he has came out and told the fans that he wants to stay. I think what and I like Tyreek Hill, man. I think some things that he does is questionable, but you can't you can't deny his talent on the field. But what he did was unprofessional, and some of the stuff that he does, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you had a chance to stay in Kansas City and be a part of what they're calling now potentially a dynasty. But instead, because of your own selfishness, you chose to leave. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? How y'all doing? Little dog, y'all see you in here. You wanted to leave, and then not only did you leave, you tried to sit up there and you tried to do a comparison which made no sense. You sat up there and you said that Tua was a better thrower of the football than Patrick Mahomes. And everybody knew damn well that you were capping, man. So now, um, you're gonna have to stay and you're gonna have to make it work. You're gonna have to stay and you're gonna have to make it work. I mean, the Kansas City Chiefs have moved with they moved on without you. And I know a part of Tyreek Hill is bitter. He said, "Do you think the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl?" Mm, it's possible. It's possible they may win. Um, Anything is possible. I'm not one of those ones, little doggy, that's gonna say, "Oh yeah, the Chiefs are just gonna come in and dominate and stuff like that." Anything is possible when you have Saquon. Anything is possible when you have Saquon. So, but like I was saying about Tyreek Hill, um, he's gonna have to make it work, and he's gonna have to make up for it. He's gonna have to make up for it. Like I said, I like Tyreek Hill as a player. He said, "Did you see the Washington game?" Yes, I did. Yes, I did, and I like Jaden Daniels. I'm glad he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He deserved it. What's up with it, Alex? We up in here talking about Tyreek Hill right now. But yeah, I saw the Washington game, man. It was a Yeah, I know, but it was a learning experience. That defense wasn't good, man. That defense wasn't good. The defense was not good at all. But like I said, he'll be back next year. He'll be back better if he doesn't hit the rookie wall, sophomore slump. He'll definitely be one of the top players in the league. You would call it more like football. What you mean? What you mean, man? What's up with it, Angelo Bell? I see you in here, man. How you doing, bro? Yeah, so yeah, we up in here talking about Tyreek Hill, man. Tyreke Hill said he wants to stay in Miami. He said he wants to stay in Miami, man. Do you think Tyreke Hill should stay in Miami? Well, yeah. I was talking about them. Originally, I was talking about Tyreke Hill. But I mentioned them because, well, first you asked me who I thought I was going to win the Super Bowl. And then you asked me if, did I watch the Washington game? Yeah. And I bet he whooped your ass, didn't he, Angelo? Uh-huh. Go ahead and admit it, man. You lost to your son, man. Go ahead and admit it. All right, little doggy. Have a good one, man. He was cheating. Nah, it's good to have fun with him, man. Gotta have fun with him. Oh, man. But Tyreek Hill is staying in Miami. And I want to talk about Ben Simmons for a sec, too. Now, Ben Simmons is going to be out of the league, man. The Brooklyn Nets have bought out his contract. And now he's a free agent. Pretty much getting rid of the headache that Ben Simmons has been. I mean, the guy stays hurt. If it's not a knee problem, it's his back problem. If it's not back problem, he dealing with because he was dealing with a nerve issue in his back. Now, Ben Simmons in the beginning when he played with us, surprisingly, Ben Simmons his first 2 seasons, he played 81 games. And then you said you hope Ben go to the Clippers. To the Clippers? Why? Mm-mm. Ben Simmons don't need to be in the league, man. And that's what I was about to tell you, Angelo. Ben Simmons, okay, his first couple of seasons he played, first season he played 81 games. Then second season he played 79 games. Started off decent, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in terms of him playing and being there. Then that third season, he started missing games. Then he started getting hurt. You know, you saw, I think he's like 57 games, then 40 games. Then one season, he only played like 15 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, another season he played, well, no, this season he only played 33 games. This guy don't want to play basketball. What's up with you, Jose? Make sure y'all go sub to Jose Rodriguez, man. The problem with Tyreke Hill, man, is that Tyreke Hill knew he fucked up, man. When he went to Miami, he knew that tour was nowhere near Pat Mahomes' level. And he knew that that organization was not on the Chiefs level, or they weren't a top tier organization like the Chiefs were. Man, he talking about he want to be in California. Man, he just want to be around them females. Bruh, just get out of the league, man. That's what I'm saying. Do you want to play basketball, or do you like? What do you want to do? Do you want to play basketball, or do you want to go to the club? Ben Simmons don't know what the fuck he want to do. One minute first he got back problem, but your back can't be that bad if you up in there putting your back into it into the female. You don't want to mess up what the Clippers got going, even though they took a L. They took a couple of L's. They still doing somewhat decent. I think the Clippers are what 29-20 or something like that. You don't want to mess up what they got going. I think the best thing for Ben Simmons is just to retire. Your back ain't gonna get better. You can't play 70 games. You haven't played 70 games in 4 seasons. It's just time for you to go, man. I mean, unfortunately, you ain't gonna be no Hall of Famer. Ben Simmons did have Hall of Fame potential, but he ain't no Hall of Famer. And they were, at one time. Here's another thing. At one time, they were calling Ben Simmons. They were saying that he could possibly be the next LeBron and all that stuff. They were comparing him to LeBron and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But this guy didn't have any type of desire like that. He didn't. His mentality wasn't to win like that. You know what I'm saying? He was all about himself. You know what I'm saying? He was all about the money and stuff like that, not taking care of his body and all that other stuff, man. And now look at where he ended up. you know, all that partying, all that, all that stuff that he did. And, you weren't good to the game, man. I mean, if he never wanted to get better, he never wanted to get better. He never wanted to get better. You had a chance to work on your shot. Your athleticism was out of this world. I can't sit up here and lie. Ben Simmons was very athletic. He was really athletic. But and I mean he knew how to play the guard position very well. You know what I'm saying? He was a good playmaker and all of that. But he never wanted to get better and improve on his shot. Never wanted to work on his craft or any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then you see him on social media trying to get you know trying to show off his shot and stuff like that. But you can't do that in the game. And I don't feel bad for Ben Simmons. I don't feel bad for him at all. You didn't have the proper approach. All these guys they talk about they want to be Kobe, they want to be Jordan, but they don't have the approach like them. All these guys they want to be great like in other sports, like they want to be a Mayweather, they want to be Ali, they want to be this guy, that guy, whatever, but they don't have the proper approach. These guys are cut different. Ben Simmons, I mean, he came into the league acting like the league owed him something, and that's the wrong mentality to come with. I mean, yeah, you were talented, but I kind of already had my suspicions about Ben Simmons, especially when he had went to when he went to LSU or whatever. Ben Simmons, he stayed for a little bit and then he just went ahead and left. He didn't really do anything in the tournament, and it was kind of like his body language was like, okay, whatever. That's when I kind of started to look at Ben Simmons kind of suspect. But I don't know about great though. I really didn't look at him like that, Angelo Bell. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't look at Ben Simmons like that. You know, certain guys you could tell like off the rip. Like okay, like when it came to somebody like Jordan, and of course I started watching Jordan, as I got a little bit older. Of course he had been in the league since '84 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't number 1 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw him when I was younger and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You just knew even as a kid. I mean, this guy, he wanted it. Or like, when it came to Kobe, he wanted it. He wanted to be great. He was getting in every game, working out as much as he could. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get better in every single aspect of his game. Like that's when you separate these different guys. A lot of these people, like just from talking to some of these people on YouTube, man, I could tell that some of y'all y'all have admiration for mediocre, mediocrity. I ain't talking about you, Angela Bell, but I'm talking about some of these guys, man. They look at some of these guys, man, and they're like, oh yeah, he automatically gonna be a Hall of Famer and all this other stuff or whatever. But they just don't have that, that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they want to get better, that desire. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that fire in their belly like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, when I look at SGA, he got fire in his belly. You know what I'm saying? When I look at Anthony Edwards, you know what I'm saying? He got fire in his belly. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Jokic, he got fire in his belly. Luka, he got fire in his belly. Them guys, they want it. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons, he don't have no fire in his belly. He want to always stay the same, and he always want to party and stuff like that. And like I said, man, there ain't nothing wrong with partying. I've already talked about this a million times. Ain't nothing wrong with partying. Yes, go have fun. Take your mind off of the game. That's what you're supposed to do. But you got to get back to work. Ben Simmons don't know how to do that. He don't know how to do that, man. He don't know how to separate the two. And he wants everybody to feel sorry for him and stuff like that. No, we're not gonna feel sorry for you. You haven't done anything. Yes, you made it to the league. But you didn't fulfill, like Kwame Brown being a bust and all this other stuff. Well, what is Ben Simmons then? Because he hadn't lived up to anything. Last time I checked, Kwame Brown lasted more than a decade in the league, and he was always more than none readily available. Ben Simmons hasn't been. I mean, you had seasons where you played 81, 81 games, 79 games, and then that was it. Hold on one second. Man, you can't even get in here. So I don't feel bad for Ben Simmons. I mean, it's a sad situation, but you know that's what happens when you don't take your craft seriously, and you don't put in the work necessary in order to be great, and when you don't treat the game like it's supposed to be treated. You said when let you little bullshit injuries sit you down that make me feel like I'm trying to make out what you're saying. You said when you let little bullshit injuries. Okay, I see what you're saying. When you let little bullshit injuries sit you down that make me feel like you don't want it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but see this right here. Oh, okay, I understand that issue with the nerve in your back and everything. But I'm like, at this point, man, like you should be trying everything you can to try to get back. Like with Brandon Roy tried to get out there. Brandon Roy was even trying to get out there with the stuff on his knees. You know what I'm saying? Even when he had bad knees, Brandon Roy at least tried. But that's when there were people saying, okay, look, Brandon, we understand and stuff like that, and we know the potential. Brandon Roy would listen. Brandon Roy without the knee injuries, Brandon Roy would have destroyed the league, man. That's a sad situation, and we knew that Brandon Roy wanted it bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's an example right there of what I'm talking about. But see, with Ben Simmons is like he don't have no desire to try to get out. Did he try to get out there a couple times? Yeah, but okay, you're ruining your credibility when you're sitting out there and then you going out and you going to go party and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got females on your arm. Wait a minute, we thought your back was hurting. We thought you couldn't do this, you couldn't do that, but you out in the club. Come on, man. But yo, I got to get up out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit the notifications too. Straight to the point. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC basketball boxing communities. Until then, man, I'm out.